What up? This is DC Channel Fishing coming back with another video, people. I appreciate you for tuning in. If you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you nothing. And also share the video. Share the video out. Just get it out and everything so we can get more people in and stuff and run the numbers and stuff up and everything. I appreciate all my new subscribers. Appreciate the subscribers that's joining in and stuff. So I appreciate y'all. So with that said, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the best fishing worms to have, and we're gonna look at these worms and stuff like that, that you want to get. And the worms that we're gonna be talking about is gonna be like night crawlers and red worms and stuff like that. These are some good fish worms to get if you want to catch different types of fish and stuff out there. So we're gonna go to the table. We're gonna show you what's in here and stuff, and then we're gonna just go over it and everything. So let's get into it. So right here, you're looking at this thing of worms and stuff, and we have a tape measure right here. So we're gonna see how long some of these worms and stuff is, and we're gonna go over the worms and stuff. So we're gonna open it up right here, as you can see, and I'm gonna dump them out so you can see all the worms and stuff that we have in here. So you can see how basically I have them in here. So we're gonna dump them out, and so this is a pretty much a mixture of worms. Right here, these are the red worms right here. So you can see how big they are. These are the red worms, and they're real feisty and stuff. And then in here, the real huge ones, like this right here, these are the night crawlers. The real thick ones are the night crawlers. And as you can see, they get pretty long and stuff. And then as they move and stuff, then when they shorten up, they get real thick, short and thick. But when they start stretching out, they get real long. And as you can see, this one here probably stretch out around, it can stretch out, shoot, they can probably get 6 inches or so, whatever. You can see how long this one is right here, but just by the measurement. I'm talking about they can stretch out. This one here probably can stretch out at least 8 inches or more. This is how, how long these night crawlers can get and stuff. So so you can see even better. Uh, let me expand out some so you can see this one right here. Let me do that measurement again. Might not saw it on film. So they can stretch out, it's getting pretty, he can get pretty long. I'm talking about his least stretching out to at least what, 6, 7 inches or whatever. And like I said, look at this one here. Look how long this one is. I'm talking about, they can really stretch out and everything, especially these night crawlers and stuff. But these are pretty much to me the best worms to fish with and everything. I had there are some other worms out there that you can get to fish with and stuff. And we got some good sized ones in here and everything. But on the average, I'm talking about, let me see. Let me see, can I hold this out? So maybe you can see it better that way. Let me open it out some more so you can see it a little bit better, especially the measuring and everything. So stretching them out, I'm talking about they can get pretty long. Especially this one here. You're looking at what? It's probably what? That's about 6, 7. It can probably get out to about 8 inches in length. So they can stretch really, they can stretch out people. And so with the little ones, the red worms and stuff, a lot of them could probably stretch out probably like what, 3, 4. Well, this one probably about 5 inches. But some of these night crawlers can really stretch out 8, 9 inches or whatever. They really stretching out because the more they stretch out, the thinner they're getting. And you can see just by looking at this, um, how they are pretty much moving around and stuff and everything. So I got a bunch of night crawlers in here, red worms, and, and I keep these refrigerated So I keep them in the refrigerator and stuff like that. Now, a lot of time when I go fishing, if I keep them in there for a while, what I would do, I would change the dirt and stuff like that. And then I would put like coffee grinds and stuff in it. So I put a little taste of coffee grinds in it and stuff like that and everything. And then, or sometime I might put, uh, some like little taste of vegetables or veggie, like lettuce or something in there, little pieces and stuff in there, around in there, whatever and stuff. And then I don't keep it too dry. And sometimes I just mist a little water in it, a little bit, just so it won't be so dry and stuff. And so, yeah, look how long this one is. I'm talking about this one is pretty long too. I'm talking about, look at that. He can stretch out what, 9 inches? 9 inches, probably about 10 inches. So yeah, I'm talking about when you fishing with these bad boys here, and you put them on a hook real good, get them all nice and good on a hook, you can really get you catch some good catfish and stuff on them and everything and stuff. So, just kind of want to show you the red worm, the best worms to fish with. So I use red worms and night crawlers. There are some other ones out there and stuff, but these are pretty much the ones I pretty much get and stuff like that. Now you can get these at you can get some of them at Walmart, this and that. It depends on the quality. You go to some of these fishing places, make sure you check the quality. Just don't grab just don't grab a thing of worms and then go pay for them, and then you get out there and fishing, and then the worms ain't really no good. So I always look at my worms before, I check them out, pay for them and stuff like that. So make sure you check your worms and stuff, because some of these worms, you know, don't they might not make it, or it could be a bad batch of worms. It happened to me one time before. I bought some worms and went to get out there, and it was a bad batch. So now I just check them, and then like at some of your places, they might put dates and stuff that I guess they put them out, the date they put them out and everything. So kind of check that, or whatever the case may be, and that'll get you uh, probably, a better batch of worms, and save yourself from making a lot of these trips, especially when it depends on where you're going fishing at. Because you're going fishing a certain spot, and then you get out there and your worms ain't no good, that kind of delay your fishing trip. You might miss the big one out there that you're looking for and stuff. So just want to show you this, do a video on these red worms, and look, they real feisty. And when you hook them, they be in the water kicking like that, and those fish can't resist them and everything, so they jump right on them and everything. So with that said, people, this is DC Channel Fishing. Hit that subscribe button, share the video and everything, leave a comment and everything. Appreciate you for tuning in. So we're gonna catch you on the next one.